Watch out! A man lifts the curtain to reveal several terrifying Chinese zombies. He is Manchoi, the apprentice of Master Cao, a Taoist priest on Mao Mountain. Another apprentice, Chao Sang, pretends to be a zombie and tries to scare Choi. During their play, they never considered activating the zombie with a yellow calming spell. Fortunately, Master Cao and his senior disciple, Priest Four Eyes, arrived in time. This farce was stopped immediately, while a wonderful story is just beginning. On this day, Master Cao was entrusted by Mr. Yam to help to move his father's grave. Yam's father's tomb was selected by a famous Taoist priest, a so-called Dragonfly Point water cave. It cannot be buried horizontally because of the narrow space. This method of burying coffins could theoretically make money for future generations. However, what is unusual is that in the past 20 years, the business of the Yam family has been getting worse and worse. It turns out that Mr. Yam's burial method was wrong. The Taoist priest who buried Yam's father not only sealed tightly around the coffin but also isolated the water vapor. So, how is it possible to achieve the Dragonfly Point water? Understandably, bad luck keeps appearing. It didn't take long for the villagers to lift the coffin upright. However, just as Master Cao was about to open the coffin, countless crows flew out of the forest. Master Cao immediately realized that something was wrong, and after the coffin was opened, they found Master Yam's body did not rot. Besides, there is a lot of black gas inside. Master Cao immediately suggested Mr. Yam to cremate his father on the spot. However, Mr. Yam said that his father was most afraid of fire, so he was unwilling to do so. Master Cao had no choice but to carry the coffin to his manor for temporary storage, and wait until he finds a suitable tomb before burying it again. Before leaving, Master Cao asked his two apprentices to place a plum blossom incense array on each tomb and burn a stick of incense to bless the owner of the cemetery. When Sang was offering incense, he saw that the owner of a tomb had died at the age of 20. He couldn't help sighing that the girl was too much of a pity. However, what is unexpected is that Sang heard a voice say thank you. Sang was scared and turned his head, bumping into Choi, and also found the incense that Choi burned for Master Yam had problems. The burning incense stick looks very abnormal. It means that someone in Mr. Yam's family will die. When the two apprentices opened the lid of the coffin to examine the body at Master Cao's request, they found out that Master Yam had suddenly gotten fat, all the black energy on his body disappeared, and there were long nails on the palms. To prevent him from turning into a zombie, Master Cao immediately performed rituals using chicken blood. He used a bowl of fresh chicken blood to make ink fountain lines. This thread can stop zombie from rushing out as long as it bounces on top of the coffin. Master Cao requested his two apprentices to print the ink line everywhere, then left away at first. He didn't expect the two apprentices to be so unreliability that they finally forgot to print the line under the bottom of the coffin. At midnight, Sang rode his bicycle home. However, strange things happened. The female ghost who thanked Sang during the day suddenly appeared in a sedan chair. She was wearing a wedding dress and slowly drifted towards Sang, and at last, she sat on the tail seat of the bicycle. It's like a bride being married. Fortunately, Sang was lucky. When he passed through a low tree trunk, Sang lowered his head and avoided it, but the female ghost fell to the ground. It's a little strange here. Based on the theory, the ghost should have no substance, so how could it happen? And furthermore, why was this female ghost so eager to marry herself off? Sang temporarily escaped the entanglement of the female ghost, but in the manor, something terrible happened unexpectedly. A pair of hands with long nails stretched out from Master Yam's coffin. This is the signal of Master Yam's successful corpse transformation, but no one knows. A few days later, Master Yam rushed out of the coffin at night. He became a terrifying fierce god. After the corpse changes, the zombie will attack his family at first, so he rushes into the room and attacks his son Mr. Yam. This is really tragic. Master Cao felt very sorry, so he moved to Mr. Yam's house and tried to protect Mr. Yam's daughter Ting Ting. News of Mr. Yam's death spread across the town overnight. Police officer Y came to the hall to check the cause of Mr. Yam's death. Y is the cousin of Ting Ting. He judges the case only by his own judgment. He didn't listen to Master Cao's analysis at all. All he thought of was to solve the case quickly and please the beautiful girl in front of him. So he refused to cremate Mr. Yam's body. As for Master Cao, he was imprisoned by Y for his retort. Furthermore, Y, holding a red-hot soldering iron, was planning an assault on Master Cao. He aimed to charge Master Cao with murder, as Master Cao also had long nails, which he considered sufficient evidence. Y sought to demonstrate his authority. If he could frame Master Cao as the murderer, no one would dare to oppose him again. However, how could Master Cao accept such an irresponsible trial by Y? Consequently, Y locked him in a cell adjacent to Mr. Yam's. In the middle of the night, Mr. Yam's corpse underwent a transformation, and he became a zombie soon. The situation rapidly escalated to a critical state. Fortunately, Sang arrived with the necessary ritual items to find Master Cao. They had chicken blood, black ink, and yellow talismans at their disposal, but the glutinous rice Sang brought was cooked, which was problematic because only raw glutinous rice can deter zombies. As Mr. Yim rose and attempted to ravage the cell, Master Cao swiftly created a talisman and instructed Sang to place it on Mr. Yim's forehead. Mr. Yim's movements were as elusive as a shadow. He launched a sudden attack from behind the mirror. A fierce scuffle ensued between him and Sang, during which Mr. Yim's considerable strength threw Sang to the ground. Yet, Sang's agility prevailed, and with an acrobatic backflip, he managed to affix the yellow talisman to Mr. Yim's head, successfully subduing the zombie. At the same time, Wai, who heard the sound of fighting, led someone into the cell. He didn't know that Mr. Yim had turned into a corpse and was still bragging. Then the three put Mr. Yim back on the bed to lie down, and the next moment, Wai inadvertently spotted Sang, who was in hiding. He commanded two of his subordinates to leave. Wai then drew a gun, planning a game of cat and mouse. He ripped off the yellow talisman from Mr. Yim's forehead, disregarding Master Cao's warning. As soon as Mr. Yim regained his freedom, he launched an attack on Wai. The ensuing battle was a mix of horror and absurdity, with Mr. Yim's body proving to be incredibly resilient. He was not only impervious to bullets but also possessed immense physical strength. Throughout the ongoing struggle involving all three individuals, Wai was constantly seeking a way to flee. Fortunately, Sang finally helped Master Cao unlock the lock. Under the lead of Master Cao, they successfully suppressed Mr. Yim with the ink bucket line and the peachwood sword. Master Cao added a burning yellow talisman, and then Mr. Yim was successfully cremated. The prison crisis has been averted. However, at the Yim family's residence, the true crisis is only just commencing. Master Yim burst through the front door and forcefully entered the house. Choi and Ting, utterly terrified, immediately dashed to the room's closet and concealed themselves. Yet, Master Yim pursued them into the room. Choi and Ting could do nothing but cover their noses and cease breathing. They then employed a ruse of taking turns to breathe through bamboo tubes they held. They attempted to use the exhaled air from the tubes to distract the zombies' assault. However, due to Choi's errors, this tactic soon became untenable. The pair fled in a frantic manner to the hall. At the critical moment, Master Cao and Sang arrived. They, along with the others, intended to subdue Master Yim using ink buckets. Unexpectedly, the zombie crossed the ink barrier and suddenly scratched Choi. Ultimately, Master Cao devised a large array using the ink buckets. It was only then that he managed to expel Master Yim from the courtyard. Officer Wai, leading his forces, fired additional rounds at Master Yim. The crisis was temporarily resolved as Master Yim retreated. Afterward, because of being scratched by Master Yim, Choi appeared with several corpse poisons on his body. Master Cao asked Ting to use snake gall to make herbs to help Choi treat. Then add glutinous rice to help Choi clear the corpse poison. But before Sang bought the glutinous rice, Choi needs to keep moving around the room. This will prevent the corpse toxin from quickly spreading all over the body. Sang found a profiteer to buy glutinous rice. Upon noticing this, the trader schemed to mix regular sticky rice with the glutinous variety to increase his profits. Sang originally wanted to buy 50 pounds of pure glutinous rice. As a result, the stupid son of the profiteer gave Sang 45 pounds of glutinous rice and 30 pounds of sticky rice. This miscalculation resulted in a loss for both sides. During Sang's return to the manor, the female ghost has her eyes on Sang again. Her name is Jade and she wants to marry Sang. So she used a trick to request Sang to her home. Overcome by a mutual, intense longing, they shared a passionate encounter. Sang spent a night of rapture with the ghostly Jade. Choi's corpse transformation progressed significantly faster due to the lack of glutinous rice. When Sang finally arrived with it, he had a red lip mark on his neck. Master Cao swiftly deduced what had transpired. Consequently, he placed a mark on Sang, intending to trail him to uncover the full extent of the situation. Sang slept through until nightfall, but ultimately, he could not resist the urge to seek out Jade. He wished to relive the pleasant memories they shared. Upon seeing that the two were about to share a kiss, Sang's body unexpectedly erupted with a surge of potent energy, which directly injured Jade's head. It was revealed that Sang's chest bore an amulet etched by Master Cao, a special design intended to shield his apprentices from spirits. However, upon realizing that this would harm Jade, Sang erased the amulet without a second thought. Witnessing this from his hiding place outside the window, Master Cao utilized grapefruit leaves to discern the true visage of the female ghost. Jade's true appearance was horrifying, and she was leading her apprentice astray. At that moment, Jade also sensed the presence of someone outside the room and, in response, caused Sang to faint first. Then Jade engaged in a fierce battle with Master Cao, who had burst into the room. They exchanged spells back and forth, but eventually, Master Cao threw a copper coin sword that struck Jade down to the ground. Realizing she could not defeat Master Cao, Jade sought Sang's assistance. Using her magic, she altered Master Cao's appearance to Captain Y, prompting Sang to immediately engage in combat with him upon seeing what he believed was Y about to dishonor Jade. In his confusion, Sang showed no mercy to the figure he perceived as his master. Capitalizing on the turmoil, the female ghost Jade made a hasty retreat from the mansion. A peal of thunder jolted Sang awake. He finally realized the romantic encounter from the previous night was a bizarre spectral illusion. Yet, the lingering allure of that beauty still haunted Sang's senses. Enraged, Master Cao delivered a resounding slap to Sang's face, the sharp sting of which finally roused him from his daze. It had become imperative for Sang to confront the true visage of Jade. As night fell, Master Cao positioned himself at the door, sword in hand, determined to confront and vanquish the female ghost. Sang, to prevent any interference, was secured to a stool. It wasn't long before the female ghost, Jade, arrived at the manor as expected. Upon locating Jade, Master Cao engaged her in an immediate and fierce battle. Simultaneously, Sang faced his own peril. Choi, on the brink of turning into a zombie, spotted Sang and, driven by his monstrous urges, sought to bite him. Outside the door, Master Cao and Jade fought fiercely. The chasing battle between Sang and Choi in the house is also being staged. Jade heard Sang's cry for help and rushed into the room. She wanted to take Sang away, but how could Master Cao allow her to do that? The two have to fight again. Master Cao, in a flurry of activity, had to ensure the safety of his apprentice and prevent Sang from succumbing to a zombie's bite. He tossed Choi into a large drum for temporary refuge. Returning to the manor, he shed his robe and advanced towards Jade with determination. With a single move, Jade was instantly reduced to serious injury. Upon witnessing Master Cao's intent to slay Jade, Sang desperately interceded, pleading for her life, and reminding the master of the salvation she had offered him. Respecting the heartfelt appeal of his apprentice, Master Cao relented and allowed Jade to leave the premises unharmed. With Sang's assistance, Jade extricated herself from the robe and exited from the manor. Subsequently, Master Cao turned his attention to neutralizing Choi's affliction of corpse poison. He immersed Choi in a bath of glutinous rice water and assisted in grinding down his fangs, ensuring the complete eradication of the toxin. However, Y delivered somber tidings. Master Yim had resurfaced, committing several murders. Numerous villagers had fallen victim to his bites. Consequently, under Master Cao's advice, Y commanded that the corpses be set ablaze with lychee wood. Upon witnessing the intense flames, Master Cao couldn't suppress his concern for Tingting's safety. Sure enough, while Choi was spreading glutinous rice, Master Yim finally broke into the door. He has been practicing in the cave for many days. His strength has become more formidable. Not only can he resist glutinous rice being greatly enhanced, but also learn to climb on the roof. Master Cao and Y have returned to the manor and plan to work together to deal with the old zombie. However, the steps for everyone to block the house have not been implemented yet. Master Yim has come to the room lobby on the second floor. He grabbed Choi and pushed him suddenly, pushing him directly to the first floor. Then he started chasing Y and Tingting. Fortunately, Master Cao and Sang showed up, armed with a line of ink bucket line. They joined forces to combat Master Yim. Yet, to their dismay, Master Cao's decapitation strike proved ineffective. In a timely intervention, Sang employed the ink bucket line to extricate Master Cao from the dire situation. Amidst the battle, Master Cao made a crucial observation. Pouring glutinous rice seemed to impair Master Yim's vision. Acting on this insight, they resolved to target his eyes. Regrettably, Master Yim's strength was such that despite their best efforts, they were unable to penetrate his defenses. Seeing that the crowd was running out of options, Priest Four Eyes came back from the other town. He immediately drove his zombie army to attack Master Yim. The war of zombies begins. However, these ordinary zombies are not opponents of Master Yim at all. Master Yim knocked all the zombies to the ground with just one shock. In the end, it was Master Cao's three people working together. They adopted the method of fire attack. In one go, Master Cao was burned into a burning man. This thrilling battle ended successfully, but right now, I still wonder why the zombie will attack his family member at first.